Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my update for Deck of Panning. Deck of Panning is a project that I created after being inspired by books with Maddie's TBR game where she used a deck of cards and a game board. I have made many changes to turn this into a panning project and also make it fun for others to join. We have been doing this for a few years now and it continues to be a beloved project pan, and I'm so happy you guys are still enjoying it. I believe this is my first update technically, which I can't believe. We are a quarter of the way through the year. I did miss February and I accidentally deleted my March update along with other videos I had been working on. Completely deleted, like gone, could not be recovered. So that was really disappointing to me, but I'm filming my April update right on schedule, hoping to get it up for you on the day I'm supposed to. I am interrupting today's Project Pan update to share today's sponsor, Vooglam. Vooglam is an online fashion eyewear brand that believes in bold style and self-expression. Their styles are wearable and affordable, and you are able to get your prescription, some reading glasses, blue light filters, and more through their website. A few years ago, I made the change to wearing blue light filtered glasses as I do work mainly on a computer. I'm so excited to work with Vooglam on today's video is that since re-entering the workforce outside of my home, I have been struggling a bit with my personal style. I have been a work from home, stay-at-home mom for 7 years, and now that I am out in a client-facing job, I have wanted to rediscover my style. Vooglam was so kind to send me 5 different styles that I got to choose from on their website. It's super easy to navigate. You can select different styles, different sizes, color. There are a lot of different filter options for you to find glasses that are perfect for you. I chose a mix of more fun frames as well as more corporate style frame. I will be trying them on for you and I will have the frame's name on screen. The first pair of glasses I'm sharing with you were an unexpected favorite. I love that the plastic frame on the front is clear, but then the rim has this really gorgeous like multi-chrome pink, purple to gold sort of situation, and then the glasses arms are a plastic clear pink shade. I feel like these are so fun and I really like the shape on my face shape. Next I went bold color. These are really fun. They are like a turquoise green with purple detailing. These are certainly out of my comfort zone, but I wanted to try something different. I like these even more in person than I did on my try on online, and I love the color. They are a bit on the larger size. As well as this next pair, they are quite large for my face, but I actually still really enjoy these. They are a completely different shape and vibe from anything else I have tried before, and we still have that very fun, colorful detailing. We have gold rim details with this like almost watercolor, purple, blue, black, some pink in there. I think these are really fun and yet could work for every day. The last 2 pairs I picked were definitely more with my work in mind with that blue light filter on. These ones are kind of like a hidden fun detail. So it does have the pattern peeking out on the bridge of the nose, but it does have this checkered pattern on the inside, which you can barely get a little peekaboo of while I'm wearing them. So they are still very professional, but you can have a little snippet of personality in there. And I really think that this shape flatters my face as well. You'll have to let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. This last one I thought was going to be my favorite when I made the order, though I do still like these and think I will wear them to work. They're just a bit larger than I was expecting, but I love the ombre from the black into a brown and then a clear plastic for the frame. And I really like the classic black arms. I think these are really nice and professional looking, and I think these would suit a lot of different people. I am really happy with my 5 new frames and cannot wait to mix and match these with different outfits. So whether you're like me and are just looking for something with a blue light filter or a minimal reading glasses lens, Vooglam is able to accommodate that. As well as for someone who needs their glasses prescription filled, you can find a ton of fun frames on their site. It will be linked in the top of my description box. And if you click that link, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel so that I can continue to be able to have these sponsorship opportunities. So thank you to Vooglam for sponsoring today's video. I have been working on 5 items, as that is the number of cards I drew in the introduction. Also, PS, if you didn't notice, my voice is like gone in a way. I don't know. I sound really strange to my own ears. I don't know how I sound to you. I'm not feeling really sick. I woke up like this. All right, let's just jump right into my update now. The first card I pulled was for the prompt foundation. For that, I rolled in my ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer, as this is on my plan to pan for the year, and my goal is to finish it. I've only used this 14 times since rolling it into this project, so 14 times in 3 months is not great. I have used this product a total of 51 times since I have owned it. I am making some minimal progress. If you can see how it is like dented in here. I really enjoy this. I'm wearing it today. I like the light coverage. I like that it has a really natural finish to it, and it does seem to last really well on my skin. I have been wearing this going to work some. I was mixing it in with my high coverage concealer I'm trying to pan, but I didn't love that combination. I will also note that a couple times when I have pumped this out, the product has appeared to be separated even though I am giving it a shake. So I will just keep an eye on that, and if that's something that just continues to be a problem, I'll probably declutter this, because to me that's a sign that it might be expired. For the prompt Spotlight a Panner, I chose my bestie, It's Just Steph, and chose the NYX Bare With Me concealer, which is a concealer that she loves and that I also own. I wanted to use this 10 times, as like I mentioned earlier, I am trying to finish a high coverage concealer. I actually surpassed that goal and used this 12 times before deciding I really needed to put it away, because I kept reaching for this. It is a light medium coverage, really natural finish, and it looks really fresh underneath the eyes. So I much prefer this concealer over the one I'm trying to pan, hence needing to put it away so that I don't continue to use it. I wouldn't say there's really any visual progress with only 10 additional uses. It is an airless pump, and I am, you know, like a centimeter up from the bottom, so there's still a ton of concealer in here. For the prompt random letter, I generated the letter Y and had a little bit of a panic moment, but I did remember I have a couple of YSL Beauty items. So I chose the Love Shine lipstick in the shade 150. This was gifted to me as PR from YSL. It is the lip color that I'm wearing today. I had a goal to use this 10 times. I have used this 8 times since rolling it in, so I am nearing My goal with this is a very comfortable, almost like a mix between a lip balm and a lipstick. It definitely has pigment, it has some longevity to it, but it's very comfortable on the lips. My voice is going even more. I have been really enjoying using this product. Next, a product that has been dethroned. I chose my ColourPop Super Shock highlighter in the shade Smoke and Whistles. Dethroned means it used to be your tippy top favorite, and now it's not. It doesn't mean you don't like the product anymore. It's just maybe you have found, in this example, a highlighter that you prefer over this. So it's kind of been like knocked down a peg in your ranking, if that makes sense. I have a goal to use this 20 times. This did already have a pan in it. I'm just looking to expand the pan, expand that dip a bit more. It really hasn't changed much visually, I wouldn't say, but I've used it 11 out of 20 times. This took me almost 100 uses to hit pan, and I think this would take me literally an eternity to finish up, so I'm just trying to set bite-sized goals for myself. And lastly, for the prompt oldest, I chose my oldest lip gloss. This is the BareMinerals Marvelous Moxie Gloss in the shade Trailblazer. I've used this 9 times since rolling it in, meaning 9 days, so that's more than one application in there. And I do feel like I'm finally seeing some progress. I don't know if you can see all of this settling right here. There are kind of bubbles in the product, but it's definitely settling down. We are almost past the M in Moxie, and this gloss just seems to be never ending. I've used this lip gloss 34 or 35 days of usage once again, and it's only like 1/3 of the way gone. So this is a long haul product, but it is my oldest lip gloss, and I would love to have the satisfaction of an actual makeup empty. So with all those updates out of the way, I only met one goal in the first 3 months of the year, which I'm pretty disappointed with, but that's just how the cookies crumbled, you know what I'm saying? I brought back my mini cards that you can actually see what the card is, even though they are small. While I shuffle these up a little bit, I will show you what the game board is looking like for the month of April. This gets randomly shuffled up every single month. You may see some new prompts, some ones that have been on the board consistently. If you are ever unsure what a prompt is, you can check. There is an alphabetical order with descriptions for many of the prompts, or you can ask in the Instagram group chat. Alright, are we ready to see what my one new product is? This is the King of Clubs. The Black King cards, the prompt is focus, which means reflecting on your own personal panning goals for the year, whether you want to hit a certain number of eyeshadow pans, have a high value, like monetary value for your empties, so maybe you would choose something that is expensive. Did you put together a plan to pan list? Choose something from there. So I'm going to reflect on my 25 in 2025 plan to pan list and choose something to work on. I've grabbed a product that I have been using consistently for most of the year, though it has not been in an official project pan. It is on my plan to pan list, and that is my Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. I forgot what this was called. This face palette is my oldest face palette and not a favorite for me. However, I do really love this shade Light Cocoa, and I would like to finish Light Cocoa and then declutter this palette. If I get a handful of uses on the contour and the bronzer, then that's great. I really hate this highlighter, so I will not be working on this, but I do have a huge pan in Light Cocoa. It is still very high into the corners of this product, So to start, I would like to expand that pan as much as I can, and then I will repress it. But my goal will be to finish this, which it's a lofty goal. I think it will probably take me most of the year to get that done, but I really just want this like really bulky packaging out of my collection. It's very old, but I do set my under eyes with this most days, and I really like how it looks, and I don't want it to go to waste. So I will be rolling this in. But in rolling that in, that is another very long haul item. I think I'm going to be wishing for a veto at some stage in this project. Every product I have in here to finish are old products that I do want out, but just for the sake of moving this project along through the year. However, I do only have 2 more uses on my YSL lipstick and 9 more uses on my ColourPop highlighter, so these will be my focus in terms of rolling out for the next update. But that is everything for my deck of panning update. And once again, thank you very much to Vooglam for sponsoring today's video. If you haven't already, please do check the description box to browse their site. I would greatly appreciate that. If you did enjoy today's video, give it a thumbs up so that I know. Let me know how you're doing in your project pans in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!